Alright, hello everybody. Thank you for tuning in today. This is ArgoSAAB here, and today is going to be the official demonstration of the Safehouse 49485. Nothing has really changed too much since the last video that I made with this panel. All the sensors are still the same. The motion detector is the same. None of that's going to change. There's still no device on Zone 8. In fact, I don't think I'm ever going to put a device on Zone 8 because I'm not using it. But in the previous video, I did say that the system was not fully complete, and that was because I did not have notification appliances wired up. Well, now we have notification appliances wired up. Let's go ahead and take a look at the notification appliances. So our first notification appliance, this is the main one. We have the RadioShack 49490A. Now, if you haven't heard of it, don't get too excited. It's the same thing as the Safehouse 49490, which is over there. It's just white, as you can clearly tell. The color is a little bit different. And no, this is not weathered. That's the original color that it comes in, and then this is the original color it comes in. That's white. And this one's actually higher pitched than the other one. And this one actually has a RadioShack logo everywhere throughout the device. Next to the RadioShack siren, we have a System Sensor S2415. Wait a second. Isn't this the same device from the Safehouse 49470? Well, yeah, you're right, it is. So, what happened to the fire alarm strobe that was on the 470? It's now a Wheelock AS. That particular Wheelock AS will be tested in a different video. It won't be tested in this video because that's not the point of the video, so we're not going to be testing that today. But yeah, that's the fire alarm strobe. If you guys remember from the Safehouse 49470 test video that I did not too long ago, you guys would know that the siren was set to yelp for burglary and it was set to steady for fire. For fire as well, this siren would also flash, just to alert people that there's a fire in the building. On the 470 panel, back in the day, it was configured the exact same way when the strobe was hooked up. However, now that I have the Wheelock AS hooked up, this now sounds on yelp for burglary, and for fire, it does nothing. This sounds on continuous horn for fire, and the strobe will also flash along with it. And it's set on the highest volume, so yeah, it's pretty loud. But yeah, that's it for the notification appliances. Now, as far as zones go, there hasn't been any changes at all with the zones. These 3 zones are still entry zones, and then these 3 zones are still perimeter zones. And the motion detector is obviously a perimeter zone. Keypad hasn't changed, obviously. I'm not going to be changing this keypad at all because, of course, I really can't because this is a required keypad. The battery light is still flashing, indicating that there's no battery connected. And I'm never going to connect a battery because I can't find one. But anyway, let's go ahead and move over to the panel, and we'll go ahead and open it up and take a look inside. Nothing has really changed in this panel since the last video, except for the fact that there is now notification appliance wires coming out of here. So this goes to the yelp tone on the siren. These 2 wires are the negatives for the siren and the strobe, and then these 2 wires are for the steady tone and the strobe positive. So yeah, besides all the terminals, we have the main panel board with the fuses and of course the factory preset label and the master code reset and system fire reset little labels there, and of course the 2 buttons at the top. The wiring diagram is still here, and the reason why I'm saying this is because this wiring diagram tried to come off. It started peeling up here because the sticky tape was just deciding to quit on that particular day. So yeah, but anyway, that's it with the inside of the panel. There's nothing really too special on the inside of this panel versus on this panel. So yeah, and not only the wiring diagram tried to come off, this quick reference guide also tried peeling off, and I had to stick it back in here. Everything's just like flicking off, and there's a label down here. It's a UL listing logo. Yeah, that thing's trying to peel itself off too. That thing needs to be re-glued because it won't stick on. But everything else has sticked on and it won't come back off, so yeah, it's a good thing. There's nothing really else to talk about here, so I think we'll just go ahead and start testing. How I'm going to test the sensors is I'm going to test this sensor here, and then I'm going to work my way around, and then I'm going to test the motion detector last, and then we'll do the panic button, and then I'll set off the resistor for the fire alarm circuit, and then that'll be the end of the video. I would show how to program on this system, but I showed it in the previous video, so there's no need to do it again, of course. So I have my hearing protection on. We'll just go ahead and arm the system. And that code, that is a custom code that I set for this video. That is not the default code. The default code is 1234. So we'll wait for that to finish, and then we'll open up this contact sensor, which we'll go ahead and pretend like we're leaving real quick. All right, so I was just waiting 60 seconds. I had to quickly go ahead and deal with my cat real quick, so I wasn't able to catch the sound to let me know that the system's fully ready to go. So it's fully armed, so we'll go ahead and just open up the front door here, or as I like to call it, the front door. So now the system is in entry, thinking that the door's open, even though I just moved the magnet. And there's a 60-second entry delay, so we'll wait for that to finish, and the siren will go off once it's finished. Alarm in zone 1. Close that. Zone 1. Reset. And now it's fully ready to go again. For the rest of the test, I'm actually going to be arming the system into home mode, so that way I can easily test these two sensors. These three sensors don't really need to be set to home mode because they're instantly armed when the system is set to away mode or home mode. However, these three sensors, they have a 60-second timeout before they fully activate. So we'll go ahead and enter the code here, and we'll set the system to home, and we'll go ahead and trip the system. So 3, 2, 1. So we'll shut that. Make sure that's cleared, and quickly go ahead and trip zone 3. Reset, and restore the contact. We'll go ahead and trip zone 4 and 5 here, so we'll arm the system into home and do that. And there you go. So now let's trip zone 6, the final zone for the contacts. All right, enter the code, home, so that we can skip the exit. Ooh, delay. Not sure why that happened. That was kind of weird. The thing had a delay there. Not sure why, but it's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to trip the system immediately. Maybe the contact's a little bit slow, but who cares? All right, we're gonna go ahead and trip the motion. There's no delay on the motion on away mode, so we'll just go ahead and, do this. Come on, do it, you fuck. Okay, zone 7. All right, so that's it for testing these zones. So let's go ahead and trip the panic. Zone 8. Reset. And system's now reset. Let's go ahead and trip the fire alarm system here. So we'll grab the wire tool and jump these two terminals. So this was unsteady and this was flashing. So whenever that happens, that means there's a fire. Get out of the building. So now I'm an idiot, shut the door. So we're gonna go ahead and reset that. Now we'll wait for that to initialize, and then I'll be back with you. All right, system's initialized, so let's go ahead and continue. Now, since there's no burglar or fire test buttons, this actually is equipped with a feature for when you push and hold the delay button, it will actually test the sirens for you on both circuits. Now, besides the fact that the delay button, when it's held down, actually tests the sirens, if you just push the delay button and that light fully illuminates, that means the system's in test mode. So if you open the door, it gives you that signal to tell you it's open, and then it gives you that signal to let you know it's closed. And then when you're done, just push it, and then you can arm the system, and you can disarm the system as you need. So that's pretty much it with how this security system works. It's pretty unique how it behaves, and it definitely behaves differently than my 470 over here. This 470 has it so that you do most of your controls at the panel, and then the keypad is just responsible for arming everything. On this thing, the keypad is responsible for controlling the entire system, while the panel actually has reset buttons built in, so you can reset things. So you can reset your code to 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can reset your smoke detectors here. You actually have to push this button after you trip the fire alarm system, or it will be permanently activated. And yeah. So yeah, that's the test of the Safehouse 49485. Sorry if it was short. Like I said, when I did the unboxing video of this thing, most of the features were already shown, so you can go ahead and check that video out if you want to see more of a detailed overview of it. Now, this is going to be one of the last videos of this particular setup here with these two panels here, because after this video is being shot, these systems are planned to be taken down in the near future. The only videos that I'm going to be making after this video shot is a demonstration video of that right there, because I totally forgot to do so. That, I don't really know if you need it, but I'll do it anyway, I guess. But, yeah. If you guys have any other questions for these two systems here, go ahead and leave it in the comment section. I'll try to get back to you and answer your questions soon. But anyways, I think that's it. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.